the go-to for the how-to. You know that you want to get beautiful. PRIMPED.com.au.
Now we're backstage at the Sara Phillips show with Bobby Brown's Charlie Kelty. Can you please talk us through the look for today's show?
So today what I've decided to do with the look, it's more of a minimalistic kind of beauty. I want to just keep the girls looking really fresh and clean, but with slight tints and hues of really pretty spring colours. But there's also an element of coolness in the look, so I'm kind of dragging down heather eyeshadow into the crease, bottom crease of the eye to sort of create a little bit of a bag, and doing a bit of contouring with their bronzer. It's the Sara Phillips clothes, there's quite a lot of nice hues of like muted spring colours, so I just thought I might warm up and brighten up the face with sort of your warm toasts with kind of heathery, muted lilacs, a bit of pink on the cheeks, and just a bit of bronzer to warm them up. And I'm highlighting mainly through the high points of the face, so the cupid's bow, underneath the lip, through the nose, and on the cheekbone. I think what the important thing is with Sara's show is because the clothes, there's an element of masculinity there, but with the colours and the fineness of the material that she uses, there's that element of there's a really good balance of a feminine sort of beauty. So what I wanted to try and do is capture all of those things and get the girls looking really beautiful, clean, pretty, but still have a cool young vibe about their look. It can be quite full on, but a muted lilac, it just kind of complements the natural shadows in the face. So, through like the natural contouring of the eye, you've already got that shadow there, but then you can like sort of amp it up and make it a little bit cooler with that lilac colour. You can bring a little bit of bruising into the eye, which is kind of cool, obviously not to the point where they look like they haven't slept for days, but almost to the point where they look like they've worn the look for a little while, and it just gives an element of coolness, I think, rather than just looking really, clean and pretty, just giving that.
So now we're backstage at Sara Phillips with John Politano for Redken. John, can you talk us through the hair look for today?
Yeah, sure. The inspiration for me today was like kind of slightly masculine, androgynous, maybe a little bit punky as well, but not too much. It's more just that masculine sort of feel. So basically what we're doing is we're taking a triangle section at the top of their head, leaving that out to begin with, and then using some Redken hardware gel in at the sides. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll this side in, both sides inward, and then pin them, leaving kind of tendrils of wet hair hanging down the base of the neck. That happens on both sides then, and we use Redken hardware gel. Basically we take some Redken guts, and we're using guts because it's a mousse and it tends to dry really quickly, but still keeps that shine, so you sort of climb it through the top, almost get like a nice little sort of swirly 50s inspired kind of whip. And that's going to kind of work in with that look. Once we put the clip in, we're going to wet those ends down and let those hang over the bottom as well. Just kind of a little bit raw, a little bit hard, a little bit tough today.
And so is this hair look something that you can see going into real life, onto girls, or?
How I can see it translated is, when girls sort of just take their whole head and they just twist the whole thing back in a twist, and then there's just like hair hanging down the bottom, and then they might just take the top, and every girl likes a little bit of height on the top, so they take the top, and it's obviously softer and not so wet looking, and it's got that sort of quiffy thing happening, and and that's the sort of look. Everyone likes that sort of messy, tenderly thing happening at the back of the hair. So we've just taken that, let's say, and said, how can we take that into more of a futuristic kind of realm?